Hey Switchheads, welcome back, hope you're all well. My name's Kanan and this is my review for One Escape. But has this arcade platform puzzler game got what it takes to get onto the Wall of Fame, or maybe the Wall of Shame, or maybe somewhere in the middle? And don't forget, you're very welcome to hit that link below and bring you to our community Discord where we do streaming and, well, where you can come just chat with the rest of the community if you want. And as usual, if you like any of the content that you are beholding, you'll know what to do. Gameplay. Okay, so after a quite decent little cutscene at the beginning, which tells you that you are robbing a bank as 3 characters and you got nabbed by the police. Hello. What's going on here then? Off to the nick with you lads. But obviously you're not going to be content staying inside. We like to be free as birds. Well, the duck does anyway. And so you set upon yourselves to escape the actual nick. And so you take control of one of 3 characters. You can pick whichever one you want from the starting options. Each of the characters can move side to side, jump and double jump, but they also have their own unique abilities as well. For instance, the duck can crash its way through these little grates or vents to access other areas. The gorilla can climb up certain walls to, well, access different areas. And the boar, that kind of like got the good side of everything and almost every single other trait, can drag boxes, can duff up some prison guards, and also smash through certain walls and doors. I think he got the better share of the abilities when they were giving them out, didn't he? And so you'll start small and eventually get into larger and larger rooms where you have to move around a hell of a lot more. And adding to all of this, you can even find little places where you can hide in the shadows, as like certain things like guards and all will walk past you and then you can sneak past them and the like. There are many traps within this game, like lasers that will kill you, lasers that will alert the other guards, which will then kill you. Traps like electric wiring hanging out that you have to jump over or not step on. And as you go through the game, this gets more and more, and different elements are added as you go along. The puzzling side to the game is obviously how to avoid all these traps, and also managing to get to these buttons, and you need to press them to like take down certain lasers or gain access to certain areas of the actual screen, and eventually hopefully managing to work your way to these lifts which take you to the next level. There's also little extras to the actual game, like these little bits of money that you can pick up if you can manage that with everything else that you're doing at the same time. You do get 20 levels each character, which is 60 levels, and for the price that's not actually too bad. The other thing that I was kind of worried about was it being a bit samey, and it did start to feel like that, and it does the more further you go on. But because you're playing 3 different characters with 3 different like ability traits, it can actually, you know, when you get bored with one, move on to another one, and it kind of like refreshes it for you. So you don't get as bored as quickly because you can move around these different characters, and that's pretty cool and quite a neat little feature. As a little side note, I would have loved a bit of multiplayer here, maybe 2 characters split screen and you have to get your characters out of the areas or rooms faster than the opponent. That would have been pretty cool. Maybe in the sequel. That could be maybe set in Alcatraz or something, or DLC, you know, anything like that. Graphically, it's kind of like, I think they call this pixel art, I'm not 100% sure, but it does actually look quite nice. Each character has a nice unique look to them. They feel different and they look definitely different. There are some nice little touches when you go into shadows and move around. It does actually look quite neat, and I just felt like they'd taken their time here and, you know, put a bit of effort into it. As for the audio, that is okay. There's nothing actually wrong with the audio apart from the police sirens every time you're being caught or something like that. It's just way too loud. It really evades your senses. Gotcha. I'm kind of guessing that might have been what they were going for, but I kind of like feel like it was just a little bit too over the top. It marred it slightly every time I got caught, or, you know, that sort of situation came up. The good. I like the fact that there's more than one character that you can play and they have different attributes. It looks pretty neat, I'd give him that. And the puzzles are kind of like on that side of difficult but not too difficult, so it was actually fun to play, not sort of like you want to throw your Switch out the window. The bad. Really, for me, it was mainly those like sounds, the siren type thing. It was just way too loud and just too intrusive. It kind of like knocked me out rather than pulling me in. The score. Definitely taking in the price bracket that it is and how much fun I had with this game, and the fact that it kind of is thinking a little bit out of the box. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I know some people will be like saying, oh, it's probably not worth a 4 out of 5, but it's my review, it's how I feel, and it's my thoughts, and I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Thank you very much. And on to my alternative, and I was kind of like a bit stuck on this one, so I'm going to actually suggest Thomas Was Alone. It's kind of like a platformy puzzle type game, but nothing like this one. But I will say though that if you know one that's like this game that's worth playing, please put it down in comments. In fact, if you got one to avoid, pop that one down there as well. And if you got anything else that you want to comment, then leave it down below as well. That's what it's there for. Alternatively, come and join us in our community Discord. Link down below. We do streams. You can come and chat. We're all friendly people and we love to have new people to chat to. And as always, if you've liked any of the content that I put out, you know what to do, because life is better when we switch together.